In this week's BlizzPro Weekly, WoW Patch 6.1 is approaching, Diablo finally has a Season 2 start date, Heroes of the Storm is entering beta, and find out why you'll want to choose your friends carefully when ranked play is introduced. Holy crap, guys! Welcome back! It is a new year, and welcome back to BlizzPro Weekly. I am your host, Chris the Beard Arnone. I know I'm getting all kind of lumberjackish, big pomp, lots of, beard. Good times. I've missed you guys. I know you've missed me. Let's get straight into it. World of Warcraft.
Here's the beef.
So at the end of last year, community manager Bashiok made a blog post on the WoW site detailing some of the 2015 changes for World of Warcraft, and some of those changes, a bit controversial. Okay, let's start off with the simple stuff, the non-controversial items first. He stated they're hoping to improve the Flight Master competency in Draenor. So Blizzard wants to make fewer roundabout routes that, so that the Flight Master will send you on the shortest existing route to your destination. Shorter route means shorter flight time. Good stuff. This probably means they will not have flying going in 6.1 quite yet. Now, garrisons have proven to be crazy popular, and we'll see plenty of additions. Heirlooms will finally be getting the much talked about heirloom tab, so they will no longer take up all that space in your inventory. The Blood Elf models will finally be released soon. I promise. Alright. There will be new features that allow players to run their own online arena tournaments. The hope here is to introduce more community-run tournaments. Okay, now let's talk some of that controversial stuff. WoW is finally implementing social media in the way of Twitter within the game. So making it so you can tweet out those epic loot you got or those achievements you managed to snag, including screenshots. Some people not so thrilled about that. The most controversial item, though, is their plan to introduce tradable game item tokens into the game. Now these can be bought from Blizzard and then traded in-game with other players for all kinds of things, including gold. Now this essentially means you'll be able to buy gold in WoW for real money. Now it's not the same thing as just straight up paying real money, getting gold back from Blizzard. Another player does have to actually purchase your item for gold. But it's still one of those lines Blizzard is crossing, putting their toe over with WoW that definitely has some players up in arms. We want to know, what are your thoughts on Blizzard adding these tokens you can buy for real money and selling for gold? Let us know down in the comments, okay? Now, all that said, this week data miners started seeing files for patch 6.1 PTR showing up in the system. This means the PTR should be up within a week, and we might see patch 6.1 in 6 to 8 weeks. Now we're guessing we'll be seeing the first major content patch for Warlords of Draenor sometime in February. Now some of the early items data mined are a bunch of garrison updates, such as platinum levels, jukeboxes to allow you to change your music in your garrisons, rush orders so you can get your work orders in your garrisons done faster, and an achievement with everyone's favorite bird, Pepe, that will be awarded if you defeat certain bosses while wearing this cute little bird on your head. Wonderful stuff. It seems that Warlords of Garrisons would have been a more appropriate name for this expansion with how popular it is. Does it for World of Warcraft. Let's talk some Diablo.
Stay a while and listen.
So after months of waiting, we finally have an estimated date for Season 1 to end, and that date is February 3rd. For many players, it's felt like an eternity since Season 1 started, and many have been growing restless over this past month, hoping the season would have ended closer to BlizzCon. Now, Season 2 is expected to begin a week or two after Season 1 is ended, to give players enough time to sort of get their stashes in order. Now, in the past few days, we've had a lot of surprising changes announced. None produced more head-scratching than the news that patch 2.1.2 will be released next week. Now, if you listen to what I just said before this, that means it's ending prior to the end of Season 1. So that means the last few weeks of Season 1 will be under patch 2.1.2, and the rather stagnant leaderboards are going to be thrown into chaos with this new set of changes and the inclusion of ancient items. Right? It's really strange and surprising Blizzard would make such a massive change at the very end of a season when people are really pushing to solidify their placements on the leaderboards. but Blizzard felt it was better to release it early instead of push Season 2 back. And the main reason given was because of some technical risks in their processes with the new release. Basically, they could release patch after the season was over, but Season 2 players would not have access to the new items right away. In order to allow seasonal players to have access to the new items immediately, it needed to be released at the end of Season 1, which will bring significant balance changes to the very end of the season and affect those ladders quite heavily. And Blizzard chose to bite the bullet on Season 1 so it would allow seasonal players access to the new items as soon as Season 2 begins. Definitely this is a big mess. It puts the last 5 months of Season 1 in massive jeopardy. Players have every right to be pissed about this decision. We want to know what you think, though. Throw it down in the comments, and really what we'd love to hear is, what do you think they should have done? What would have been a better alternative? Put it down in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, let's talk Heroes of the Storm. The closed beta for Heroes of the Storm is upon us! It is launching Tuesday, January 13th, and players who were in the alpha will get automatic access to the closed beta and will not have a wipe on their accounts. New players will be invited in waves, so make sure you get signed up. Now with the new beta, Blizzard will be live streaming on Wednesday as community manager and Kansas City native Tim Frazier will be joined by streamers to show off what is in the new heroes. Alright, from the looks of things, Blizzard will release a new battleground, new skins, and Thrall as a new hero. They will also be showing off custom games and quick match mode. More beta stuff. With the new beta will also be the long-awaited Hero League and ranked play. Players will now be able to choose Hero League if they are level 30 or higher and have purchased at least 10 heroes. You will then enter draft mode, where each team member on each team selects their heroes in a specific order, and you cannot pick a hero that was already chosen. Winning or losing will affect your overall rank. Players will start at rank 50 and work their way up to rank 1. Kind of similar to how Hearthstone's ranking system works. As of right now, seasons are not in the game, but they will be coming soon. Harsh penalties will also affect those who abandon ranked games. Now, if you abandon a ranked game, not only will you lose a significant amount of points, you will also not be able to re-enter another ranked game unless you've played a non-ranked game first. Also, check this out. If you are in a party with your friends and you abandon, you also affect their scores, probably making you lose some friends in the process. So just remember, at the end of the day, Wheaton's Law, don't be a dick, alright? So that does it for Heroes, and that does it for our show this week. So glad to be back. Subscribe right here on YouTube, iTunes, both. It's awesome. BlizzPro.tv. You want to listen and subscribe to all of our shows. The Edge, West March Workshop, the Hearthstone Power Hour, and Twizz's new show, Heroes Power Hour. Me, I'm all over the internet. Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr. I'm a Goodreads author. My book is everywhere. I'm also now a contributor for panels.net, and I've got another guest blog post coming for bookriot.com soon. If you have a question, shoot us an email at askthebeard@blizzpro.com. And of course, check out blizzpro.com. All the news, reviews, interviews, everything you need to know about Blizzard Entertainment games. Stay beardy, my friends.